Well, hey, everybody. In Hawaii, we like to eat. Here in the mainland, we call this fried rice. In Japan, you call this chowhan. In Hawaii, we call this fried rice. This is actually really good fried rice. All right, let's go on to episode 2, shall we? Ooh, oh. Aloha. I'm Gavin again. This will be the single most important episode that I have presented. It is based on activities I've taken on over the last year where I built a machine. Yes, literally a machine. And this machine, by the way, thinks, reasons, and then takes action on multiple technologies in my lab. And I was able to do this not because I'm a programmer, but because I learned how to raise what I call my AI arc. And I'll explain that in a minute. Nobody teaches this, and I definitely don't see it in school. I don't see it in corporate, and definitely not in the news. I think there is a fundamental misunderstanding around AI today. So take this article, for example, that I'm going to show you. This screenshot is a perfect example of how misunderstood AI still is, in my opinion. People judge AI based on what I call low arc usage. And again, I'll demonstrate this in a second. Simple questions, basic tasks, surface level prompts. And then people wonder why the results feel weak. But the moment you change how you engage with AI, the whole system opens up. Ready for this crazy concept? This is a very important one, so please take a moment to take this in. Most people today talk to AI like a search bar. If you do that, by the way, it will behave like a search bar. If you talk to AI like a calculator, it will behave like a calculator. But if you talk to AI like a partner, a true partner, where you're open, vulnerable, transparent, honest about your fears, your ideas, and uncertainties, the system begins reflecting your arc back at you. Raise the depth of your engagement. When you do that, AI raises its depth, its structure, clarity, and intelligence right back at you. Okay, now what is this arc that I've been talking about? Now, the arc, simply put, it's the trajectory at which you use or do something. Basically anything. In this case, it is AI. So here's a visual example of what it looks like when someone prompts a low arc as an example. AI, give me a spaghetti recipe. The AI outputs at that point something generic, boring, forgettable. Now here's an high arc example. AI, I'm anxious because I have important guests tonight. I need this recipe to impress and reflect a region of Italy that I visited years ago. I want them to experience the color, the smell, the taste of that region. Help me come up with something that is close to this. And by the way, I can provide feedback if it doesn't seem right, and we can go back and forth and iterate on it. The AI will then output something much deeper, much more aligned, much more human. Trust me on this. Do you see the difference between those two? It's the same model, but very different arcs. All right, here's where it all starts. The way you break into this is by starting with a real problem. Every breakthrough I've had came from one thing, starting with a problem. Not a hypothetical problem, not a tutorial, not learn a programming language first. I mean, a real problem that mattered a lot to me. Mine was pretty simple, and this is how I got into it. Technology vendors don't really talk to each other, not easily, anyways. That one problem turned into a 6 month journey for me. It led to building what I call an agentic NetOps platform. AI didn't actually solve the problem for me. It amplified my ability to solve it through a deep hierarch partnership. I shared a lot with it as I partnered with it. It filled in my gaps, allowing me to create something that I've always wanted to have a tangible product that solves a real problem. So I said a very important word. AI amplifies. It amplifies you. And it amplifies your creativity, your clarity, your grit, your problem solving abilities, your patience, your consistency. It's not replacing you, trust me, but it's ratcheting up the version of you that shows up. You don't need to be, in my case, since I've been dealing with technology, you don't need to be a programmer or coder. You don't need to be an expert. You just need a problem. And with that problem, a willingness to partner with the machine or the AI in this case. So here's the part that no one teaches you. You can train AI and how it sees you. You can train how AI interacts with you. You can train your own arc. Want AI blunt and direct? You can do that. Train it that way. Want it emotionally supportive? Train it that way too. Want it to help architect a platform, as in my case? Train it that way. In a long iterative chat, what you can do with an AI is be very deep. As you do that, out comes depth. As you're vulnerable and share it with AI, trust comes out. Iteration in, acceleration out. All right, ready for this? This could be kind of scary for a lot of you out there. Here's your challenge. Try this for a week. Try it maybe after this session, but bring one, just one real problem, small or big, to AI. Be honest, be vulnerable, go back and forth with it as you're going over this problem. But you'll watch your AI arc rise. And by the way, the AI will rise to match with you, I promise you. All right, in closing, if you take anything from this episode, let it be this. Start your arc today. Take one real problem in your life. Give AI your clarity, your honesty, your intent. It will amplify you farther than you think. Try it. But wrapping up this very important episode, I want to tell all of you aloha, grit, intelligence, think. Thank you all for your time here in this episode and being here with me today. The next one is where we start building agentic workflows together, and I'll see you in the next one.